In this video we continue the sailing series from where we left off at Great Barrier. We are looking for a suitable weather window to sail to Kowau Island. We found that window on January the 19th, 2023. If you enjoy the video, please don't forget to press the subscribe, ring the bell, press the like button and leave comments and ask questions as required. This journey starts in Urquharts Bay in Port Fitzroy Harbour at Great Barrier Island. After seeing our kids off safely back home after their camping experiment with Cyclone Hale, we have been adventuring around Fitzroy Harbour waiting for a suitable weather window to sail to Kowau Island. From Kowau Island we plan to motor to Whangerie Harbour to drop off the camping equipment, and then back to Kowau Island. From there we plan to move on to Whangerie. We set sail to Kowau Island on the 19th of January 2023. Wind was a steady 15 to 20 knots with occasional gusts to 25 knots. The wind had shifted back to the southwest, lowering the sea state somewhat.
About a metre and a half. Quite a long distance between them, 7.5 seconds. Not too bad.
Can't make the sun stay this time. We are the children.
Currently doing 6
Last generation.
It's between 5.5.
We are the ones they left behind. And I wonder when we are revolution. Living under the fear till nothing else remains. We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we want is what we are.
Arrival at Kowau Island was around 2 p.m. Thursday afternoon. We celebrated with a well-earned wine and some relaxation before moving to Whangerie Harbour at Scott's Landing tomorrow.
Got to be something better out there.
We motored on the 20th of January to Whangerie Harbour, anchoring off Scott's Landing. The following morning, Saturday the 21st, we delivered the camping equipment ashore. Our kids met us there that morning to collect their gear.
All else are castles built in the air.
Following morning, Sunday the 22nd of January, we motored back to Kowau Island where we would wait to go on our trip off to Whangerie.
Living under the fear till nothing else remains. All the children say we don't need.
We left Kowau Island Monday the 23rd of January for Whangerie. The distance is 37 nautical miles. There is predicted bad weather at the end of the week, so our window for travel is relatively small. But for those small coastal hops, the real trick is having a safe anchorage between those hops. Our destination is Urquharts Bay.
We leave only a mark. Will our story shine?
27 miles from Whangerie Harbour. We're here to Whangerie today. Right now, it's got such a slight breeze. I think it's hitting just over 8 knots at the moment. We're limiting to do 4.5. The wind's still filling. It's only 7:44 in the morning. It hasn't really built yet. But we should be there by about 3 o'clock. 2 or 3 o'clock. We only do this speed all the way. Almost flat calm for the open Pacific. An island right there.
At the start of the sail to Urquharts Bay, winds were slight at about 8 to 10 knots. On arrival at 2:30 p.m, they had increased to a steady 15 to 20 knots.
This little barrier, and in the distance you can just see Great Barrier. I've got a sail. That's the pinnacles. Whangerie Harbour entrance. Right beside it.
Our journey came to an end around 2:30 p.m. when we set anchor as planned in Urquharts Bay. Wind at this time was from the north to northeast. The beginning of the sail, wind was from the southwest. After anchoring, we ventured ashore briefly to get a lay of the land and stretch our legs. All in all, this is a pretty picturesque spot, currently sheltered from the prevailing winds.
I wanna be a cult leader. I'm gonna make you a believer. Follow me, follow me, follow me. I'm an unholy redeemer, an unconventional healer. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Give me your money and all of your power. I'll be the priestess up in the tower. Follow me, follow me. I am the self-proclaimed teacher, the new appointed receiver. Follow me, follow me, follow me. I got a line to the man in the sky. Speed dial ticket to eternal life. Follow me, follow me, follow me.
It is now 5:30 p.m, so we stow the dinghy and lash it ready for a comfy night on the cards and
And all of your power. I'll be the priestess up in the tower. Follow me, follow me. Wearing my gold dress and halo of flowers, I say the word and you sing it back louder. Follow me, follow me. Give me your money and all of your power. I'll say the word and you sing it back louder. Won't need your jewels on the judgment day. Give them to me and I'll keep them safe. Have you been searching for somewhere to be?
In the morning of Tuesday the 24th, we went ashore once more. We went to the Breamhead Scenic Reserve at the end of Urquharts Bay. This is a modest car park for trampers to use, and there's a few tracks that start from this spot. We plan to use up some time walking the Smugglers Bay loop track. We know that with impending bad weather at the end of the week, that we will be here for a while, so we have time to kill. At the time of pre-edit, I became aware that the camera I was using was playing up and some of the footage was corrupt. My apologies, but I have substituted phone footage in places, and all things considered, I think it's turned out okay. This track is posted as an hour and a half to walk, so for us it's probably 2 hours or more. We are travelling the loop clockwise, which means the gun battery left over from the Second World War is the first scenic attraction we stumble upon. The photos are from the Whangerie Council Parks page, as my footage was unretrievable of this. The gun battery consisted of a lookout across the channel and a gun placement armoury with a water tank up higher on the hill to service these structures. As we continue around the loop, we find the track fairly easy with dock-style paths. For most of the track, mud is not a concern, and can be considered more of a stroll than a hike. But it is not flat, so be prepared for some modest elevation gain.
She kept one picture and some old letters, a faded ribbon of days gone by.
As you progress around the track, you venture over the hill and down to the small bay. Even Google refuses to name this bay, but I personally think it's fairly pretty, and with the rocky shoreline might be quite good for snorkeling.
She'll wear that white lace, fold up her pretty clothes, with tears on her face. She knows she's dreaming, she'll never see him.
The last stop on this small adventure is the main attraction, Smugglers Bay. In the mid-1800s, there was considerable trade carried out by local ships with the Pacific, New Caledonia, the Coral Sea, among others. It is reported the Whangerie Heads was patrolled by a customs cutter. Smugglers Bay was named as many entrepreneurial sailors would use this bay to increase profits by unloading whiskey and other goods in Smugglers Bay in order to evade the extra taxes of the customs department, thus increasing their profit or decreasing the price of their wares, or a mixture of both. A keen lookout was kept for the revenue cutter, and if it was not in sight, a quick visit to the cove and unloading would see them leave again without a trace. With Bream Head and Peach Cove to the left and Busby Head to the right, coupled with fairly deep water close to the shore, it is easy to see why this would be an attractive point for old sailing ships to unload. The prevailing winds are southwest, so these would be slightly sheltered by Busby Head and the mainland itself, tucked away enough to reduce the open Pacific swell, thus accommodating a favourable wind and a sea state for a rapid exit.
She'll never see him. Kept that picture, the memories growing dim, and she'll get hard and lose her way. Gonna be a lonely girl, just like her daddy
Nice and
said.
warm.
There'll be
Nice and warm.
city lights, long
We are at the final stage of the loop, heading back to the car park and back to the boat. There is a noticeable increase in the wind this afternoon. It is not too bad, but greater than the 15 knots we had this morning. I later found out that the wind increase today was to 25 knots and from the southeast, which is about a 120 degree swing from the wind we arrived in. Currently, we are constantly observing the weather.
lonely nights, and no one around to lend a hand. She kept one picture and some old letters, a faded relic of days gone by.
This schematic is the temperature and wind for the next day. There was no real indicator of bad weather, but the wind swung east and sat between 20 to 25 knots all day. There was one alarming indicator that was telling of a change. Our onboard barometer had swung to just below 1,000 millibars. This indicates low pressure and worse weather. The following day, the 26th of January, began with winds at about 25 knots, but ended the day with a fairly constant 30-knot breeze. We extended our anchor chain from 60 metres to 80 metres as a safety measure. Temperatures at night began to rise. We hired a car and restocked at the local supermarket. The car was so we could investigate town, as it was clear we were not leaving soon. This is Friday the 27th of January. This clip is at 7 AM and the swell is choppy at close to a metre at the anchorage. After we sat out Cyclone Hale at Great Barrier earlier in January, and not really looking forward to a rolling anchorage, we decided a motel may be more comfortable. As it turned out, the weather for the 27th just got worse. By the end of the 27th of January 2023, winds were again northeast and approaching 40 knots. Temperatures at night were now more than that during the day. Rain was relentless. Beginning Friday the 27th of January 2023, regions across the upper North Island of New Zealand experienced widespread catastrophic floods caused by heavy rainfall, with Auckland being the most significantly affected as Auckland's anniversary holiday weekend began. Severe flash flooding occurred across Auckland from around 5 PM on the 27th of January local time. After heavy rain in the afternoon, flooding was widespread across the city, with West Auckland and the North Shore being the worst affected areas. NIWA reported that the entire summer's worth of rain fell within one full day, in what is described as a 1 in 200 year event. The event is considered to be the worst floods in Auckland's modern history. On Tuesday the 31st of January, the weather was abating slightly. The rain had dropped, although the winds were still high, but moving in the right direction. We returned our rental car and went back to the boat.
Come down quite a lot. A lot less wind now. A lot less rain too. You pull the bung out on the dinghy, it got half full. Wind's currently only at about 28 to 30 knots. Hit 42 at one stage.
Some of our kids were supposed to come to Whangerie for Auckland anniversary weekend to see their auntie for a meet-up and an annual section spruce-up. But with washed-out roads and flooding issues of their own, they live in West Auckland. They put this trip off until the following weekend of the 3rd of February. This drone footage at Auntie Maria's place with the kids, and Maria diligently pruning, mowing, repairing and having a good old catch up. As per normal, I got the most difficult job of ensuring that the drone did not crash.
We talk for hours, the tales you spoke so divine.
This footage is Sunday the 5th of February. Our kids were leaving on the 6th to go home. We were debating sailing to the Bay of Islands on Tuesday the 7th or Wednesday the 8th, given the weather has improved. Although the weather was much calmer and sunnier, the forecast for the following week was more dubious. We have become storm chasers. Moreover, we are trying to be storm avoiders.
Steal away, live for the moment you say we'll be just fine. Under the stars, we talk for hours, the tales you spoke so divine. My old friend, where are you going to? Let's raise a glass. Days to come, this time is ours, let's make a memory that lasts. We're not going home, everyone in the moment. We're not going home, let's survive together. We're not going home. We're not going home. Take my hand, dance on the table. These mouths, they sing of love. Here's to us, unwritten future tonight, such a lovely one. Seal the doors, keep all the good in, we'll hear the morning call. Sun will rise, gift us the moment, this night is ours, one and all. We're not going home, everyone in the moment. We're not going home. We're not going home. We're not going home.
We come to the end of another video, this time in the sailing series. Do not forget to like and subscribe and leave comments as you wish. The next sailing series video sees us off to the Bay of Islands and once more trying to beat a storm. That storm is a small chance at this time, still to the south of the Solomon Islands and has today been named as Gabrielle.